So, Mary Kay, this is from dogpounddaily.com. 5 Browns who could take a step back this year. No particular order, but they give us Baker Mayfield, the quarterback. Not sure I agree with that, but your thoughts?
Well, I don't know why they would say that, really. I mean, I think that Baker should take a step up this year. There's every reason to believe that he will. He's in the same system for the first time in his career, that he gets to head into the second year with the exact same playbook, same play caller, and mostly the same offense all around him. So I think he will only build on what he did last year. I don't see any reason whatsoever that he will be taking a step back.
Yeah, I would agree wholeheartedly. And for especially second year in the system for the first time as a pro, that again I scratch my head every time I say that. Second person they have is the center J.C. Tretter, and that's a guy that, boy, you have to admire how he is able to get ready to play in the games year in and year out.
Well, you know what? He has stayed healthy as he, even when he's not perfectly healthy, when he's got a high ankle sprain or whatever else is going on with him, he is out there just with his guys. He is one of those warriors that is just going to be there for his football team. And that's been tremendous. And he's got the whole added responsibility of the players on his shoulders in terms of being the president of the NFLPA as well. I don't see him taking a step back either. I mean, he's not an old guy by any stretch. I mean, he's a good, solid veteran, and it's not like he's playing at a position where he has to sprint, 70 yards downfield or something like that. So I don't see him taking a step back.
Yeah. Now, in fairness, they're saying because these guys played so well a season ago, they may take a step back. But again, kind of head scratcher. This guy, Jarvis Landry, and again, you mentioned how much he had to work to get healthy, to get ready to go.
Yes. Last year at this time, Jarvis Landry was not healthy. He was coming back from hip surgery, and it took him a while to be himself. It wasn't until, I would say, maybe 5-6 games into the season that he really was himself. And sometimes you get little residual bumps and bruises from those kinds of things. And I've been told that he was battling through a few things last season. So if he can stay healthy this year, I think the arrow is up for him as well.
I would agree. Now this one's interesting. Wyatt Teller, and boy, he came out of nowhere to become one of the best guards in the NFL. It'll be interesting to see, can he continue that trend?
Well, again, they will be playing probably some better defenses than they played last year. They got a little bit of a break here and there by playing some of the lesser football teams. As a matter of fact, 6 teams that they faced won only 4 games or fewer. And I think they won 5 of those games. And I think if I have that right, the Jets were the game that they lost out of that group. But 6 teams with 4 victories or fewer last year. So they ended up with a pretty easy schedule last season, and they're supposedly supposed to have a tougher schedule in 2021. Although, Warren Sharp of Sharp Football, when looking at the projected victory total of opponents, he has the Browns with the 3rd easiest schedule in 2021. I find that hard to believe, especially if Aaron Rodgers remains in Green Bay. You're playing in Kansas City. You're playing in Green Bay. You've added the Cardinals. They're going to be better this year. I think the Steelers have a chance to be better this year than they were at the end of last year. And plus, they rested all their starters in the final game, or most of them. So I think you could have a tougher schedule this year than you did last year.
Last one on this list, Malcolm Smith, the linebacker, a veteran, and a guy the Browns brought back as a guy that could take a step back. When you get to be, 30-ish, you never know in the NFL.
Well, he's not going to have to play a ton this year, I don't think, because they have a number of guys that can do what he does. So I think he'll serve the role very well for them. And I don't see him taking any kind of a big step back. He did a nice job last year. He graded out very well. He was their best coverage linebacker. And, some newer, younger guys will be fulfilling those roles probably a little bit more this season. But I still think that he'll do a nice job for them.